this shit on YouTube, please. Yo, I'm gonna share this shit on YouTube. I was sharing the motherfucking Facebook the entire time. Because it's easier for real. YouTube. I was sharing the motherfucking Facebook the entire time. It's easier for real. Oh, I'm not gonna do this.
You can catch me putting in work while they snooze. They too scared to move, too concerned with others' views. And they never achieve greatness, they too scared to lose. Real nigga cloth is in my stitch. That Alexis ain't praise no bitch. Sometimes things go south and niggas leave and branch off. But on the squad, I never switch. I'm a street paver. I've been putting in work, give me my respect. Y'all trying to play your cards, I'm trying to stack the deck. I've been putting in work, give me my respect. Y'all trying to play your cards, I'm trying to stack the deck.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds. Made for this life. No diamonds. No pressure. No diamonds.
Heard it through the grapevine that they hating on us. Food for thought, why you think they always waiting on us? Ace popper, showstopper, the doctor's in. Here's a shot, 100 proof, they never count me in. Call a spade a spade. Private island, Henny gods, palm trees, watch me pave the way. Get in and I whip it, call it anime. FDR, 95, we headed out of state. Money lock confinement. No pressure, no diamonds. Exchange ain't what's in common, cause the sense ain't what's in common. Common sense ain't never stop him. Another speaking metaphorically, scorching beats, no for heat. Blue cane if we talking feet. Moon walking through the galaxy. Substance spit of the real controls the alchemy.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me.
You already know the vibery. So, yo, Rocco. So boom. Yeah, I mean, last week we pulled the winner for the raffle.
You know it.
For the Nets tickets. Yeah, I mean.
Yep.
And we about to pull up to the live. You know, the winners, the winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Trump
at
roll.
the game right now. You feel me? In some really awesome seats. Know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. With a capital A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need the phone. Yo, what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, what's good? How them seats treating you, man?
Yo, we looking sweet right now. We looking sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Doing a raffle. You know what I'm saying? And coming through and being official. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look like you got leg room. You got leg room?
Yo, dogs, you know, I'm on the edge. Y'all got us 2 corner seats, dogs. You know what I'm saying? We 2 corner seats. I can stretch my leg out into the aisle. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
I'm super happy that you got this. You guys are there and enjoying the tickets. You know what I mean? Even though y'all should be at a Knicks game. But it is what it is.
And listen, and BK is not taking this for games, you know what I'm saying? KD in the building, James Harden in the building, Patty Mills in the building, you know what I'm saying? Blake in the building, you know what I'm saying? We ready for war, you heard?
Do they got on jerseys or are they in their suits?
Nah, I ain't breaking out my gear yet, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get something for the day, but I waited too late.
Talk to me about the energy in the building. Talk to me. Is it on fire in there? Is Brooklyn ready for this game?
Listen, not yet. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? It's early. You know, we late in Brooklyn and shit. You know what I'm saying? We late. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to get nowhere on time, but it's a nice crowd. The vibe is good. You know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't here with his sucker ass. You know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't here. Brooke Lopez ain't here with his sucker ass, but we here ready. You know what I'm saying?
Why they gonna show up when none of the big three play?
Kyrie in the back getting his first vaccine shot.
Yo, again, super congratulations to y'all winning the raffle.
Yo, one more before y'all. LaMarcus Aldridge is in the building. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
Is he playing?
Yeah, he suited up. He suited up.
Finally, you named the person that's actually playing.
I just want to say, Uncle said and his wife that it's poetry that you actually want to do a big peg in the wheel. You know what I'm saying? You like part of the mechanics of this in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the Yoda or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
T-Time went to the Yoda like, yo,
listen, man.
You know what I mean? And you know, Uncle said, you know what I'm saying? Wise words. You know what I mean?
So me.
Wise words. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I appreciate you.
Yeah. So we
I
ain't gonna hold
appreciate
y'all
y'all.
up. We
You know what
gonna
I'm saying?
definitely let y'all enjoy the game. You know what I mean? And I holler.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all doing your thing. Keep it up, man. It's a great show. Thank you for the tickets. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
Me and wifey about to enjoy this. Do say you heard. Do say you heard.
You know I love cognac, man.
Yes, indeed. Love y'all, man. What?
I love you too, Unc. All right, boom.
Man. Let's give a round of applause, man. Keep the energy going,
man. Yeah. Shout out to
my guy.
So
Real round
So
of applause.
all I'm saying is, y'all gotta next time into the raffle, man. As you see, you know what I mean. They living a good life, good seats, all that. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, Kev, Raphael, Taji. Yeah. Shout out to y'all on the check-in. We see y'all.
Yeah. And watch us on YouTube. Hey, if you tell a friend to tell a friend, watch us on YouTube. Please, if you're not doing nothing, subscribe to the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know what rhymes with Bluetooth? YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing nothing, if you bored, you know what I mean? I don't imagine it's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? It's only a little swipe of the finger. You know what I mean? Just go to that YouTube, hit that little subscribe button. It's red. You heard? Just little tap. You know what I'm saying? Holla back, man. We're gonna give y'all more content now that the season's about to start. You know what I mean?
We definitely about to turn up for y'all real quick.
Yeah, man. What you guys think about the season, man? What you feel about this tonight's game? Y'all feel like Seth is gonna watch the Brooklyn Nets win? You know what I mean? This is our first home game, the home opener. You feel what I'm saying?
Technically, it's not a home opener because it's preseason. But
yeah, I mean, well, I'll say because of the anticipation. Shout out to all you guys who wrote it. Was watching the podcast and followed the podcast when there was no basketball happening. We made it. Nigga, we made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that was the toughest part, man. And I appreciate y'all rocking with us. And we here now, man. I feel like tonight it's electric. You know, Uncle Seth is at the game with his wife. It's a Brooklyn Net game. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, I feel like Brooklyn it's example game is what I want to call it. You know, it's an example game because we want to set the tone. We went out to the West Coast in an away game and set the tone with LA. No starters. Hey, 3 of our starters scored not there. We scored 123 points. I think it's impressive. You know, and I think we keep that same energy tonight, you know. So yeah.
It's preseason.
But I watched Nixon Ish, and you was, you know, even though it's preseason, you was pretty happy that y'all did well.
Yeah, I mean, it's my job to report on these games.
But you wasn't nonchalant, like you was impressed. You was like,
and I kept on saying not to blow it out of proportion because it's preseason. Every time I said something, not to blow it out of proportion because it's preseason.
I ain't get a chance to watch the entire show.
Every time I said something, not to blow it out of proportion because it's preseason.
Yeah. Now you're not going to blow these rookies out of proportion, I hope, because we shouldn't be contrasting rookies. You see what Cam Thomas is doing. He's staying late with Harden and KD getting extra shots in. I mean, it's looking good for us. Kyrie just got cleared so he can practice in Brooklyn. I mean, that's one step closer to him being with the team. I mean, it's looking good in Brooklyn. Uncle Seth is there enjoying the game. Tickets, you guys could have won. You just got to enter to win it. You got to be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? You guys can win these tickets. Like, y'all could be here with us, split the live. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do that again. You know, get in the comments. Let us know what games y'all would want to see versus when the Knicks are home or Brooklyn is home. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all like, what games y'all want to see. You know what I mean? But I said all that to say, not to deviate, is that our rookies look good. We look good as a team, as a cohesively, without our big three. Is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is my team look good. I mean, even though it's just preseason, not to blow it out of proportion. But you know, ball movement was great. Kemba looked good. Fournier looked good. You feel me? Like it was a decent night. You feel me?
Yeah.
We put up some points.
125.
Yeah.
You know, the last time y'all did that,
we had 100 points before the third quarter was over.
But do you know the last time y'all scored 125 points?
I mean, that technically don't count because it's preseason.
Okay, it won't count then.
It's preseason. Like, it doesn't go in the record books at all. But it is nice to see. You
but
feel me?
In my opinion, the preseason is who's in that rotation roster.
Not really.
That's what it said. I read that. They didn't even have my guy Cam Thomas in there. Excuse me. I think that's why he stayed with KvN Harden and put up that extra shots. You know, the roster that we got for starting five and then the five that come after, he's not in that rotation as of yet. Me personally, I feel like he should be in there, especially contingent on Kyrie playing. If Kyrie don't play, I feel like he should get some of those minutes. If Kyrie plays,
have to.
But yeah, I know. But shit, it's a good. I like it. You know what I mean? You know, he had 21 points in 22 minutes. That's impressive. You know, I contrasted the Knicks rookies and they look like cookies. You know, your rookies look like cookies and our rookies look like they're ready for the NBA.
Our rookies didn't play. You feel me?
Yeah, they didn't play.
And because it's a different circumstances. You just said it. Y'all got to get Cam Thomas ready for if Kyrie Irving don't play.
That's a fact.
That's not the same scenario in New York. You feel me? What our rookies is doing is studying and watching Derrick Rose and Kemba, because those are our two main rookies. You know, Grimes and McBride. You feel me? Their job at this point in their career is to learn from those two guys. You feel me? And Jericho Sims did play a lot of minutes, and he looked decent.
A lot of minutes?
He did. Jericho Sims.
I don't know if it was a lot.
Jericho Sims played
a stretch.
He played over 20 minutes. What are you talking about?
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, chill out.
What did he do?
So,
what was his production?
He's not a scorer. He's a rebounder and plays defense. Like I said, there's things that he still needs to work on. He was the last pick of the draft. You feel me? But he's still impressive. Kid could jump out the gym. He have to work on some things defensively. He need to get more acclimated with the NBA defensive schemes. But he was impressive. I'm not mad at what he did. You feel me? For the time that he was on the court. He's a project. He's a two-way player.
What's his name? Sims?
Jericho Sims.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not a scorer. He's there for rebounding and to play defense.
Yeah. And I see that Nerlens Noel, he didn't play.
Yeah.
Mitch Robinson didn't play.
Absolutely. We knew Mitch Robinson wasn't going to play.
Yo, man.
We already talked about why Mitch Robinson was going to play.
Yeah.
They're being smart with his injury. There's no reason to take him to 0 to 100, and he ain't playing mad long. You know what I mean? Mitch Robinson said he feel like he could play now, but he gonna listen to the team and take their time. It's smart. We don't need him to play right now.
Yeah, hold on. Shout out to Top Fan Ty West. He at the game too. Shit, I wish I could split it live with you, but you know, call the show. But go ahead, continue. I was listening to you talking about the cookies.
Yeah. So what cookies? I ain't saying nothing about no cookies. So pretty much what I was saying is that I forgot. You just sidetracked me.
Nah, you was basically saying that he plays defense and he's there for rebounds. So you're not going to see what he does on the stat sheet. In a nutshell, it sounded like that's what you was getting.
So pretty much what the coaching staff was trying to do with Jericho Sims and his minutes is to see where he fits in with this team. You feel me? And pretty much Jericho Sims is security insurance policy if one of our big men get injured. You feel me? To have somebody else to come and fill in one of those roles, so we don't have to heavily rely on Taj at 36 years old. You feel me? Even though when Taj coming to play, he's always ready to play. You feel me?
Okay.
But we don't want to have to heavily rely on him at this stage of his career, especially if somebody get injured. You can have a young guy like Jericho Sims to come in, eat up some minutes. Pause.
Yeah, nah, I hear you. We got Aldridge. He's here at 14 minutes. Surprisingly, Bembry's getting a lot of minutes. He got 24 minutes. Bruce Brown got 25 minutes. Javon Carter got a lot of minutes. He played 25 minutes. Paul Millsap played 18 minutes. It gave us a double-double. Shout out to him. And we traded Sakou. I liked him, but I think we traded him because of Devontae. He's a forward, and he had 9 points and 2 boards. He shot four out of 5. And I think it was more of we can't keep both of them type of thing. And you seen Devontae play in LA. He did well. We kept Clax too. I think, they talking about trading him too. I want to shy away from it, but rumors are going to be rumors. I didn't hear anybody specific in that, transaction, but I want to keep Claxton. I said that to say that. David Duke Jr. He had 30 minutes and 13 points, and I think he and Devontae are the main reason why we didn't keep Sakou. And also money-wise, we saved like 8.1 million. You know what I'm saying? The luxury tax, as you know, you missed the cap. You cap alpha cap. You always want to talk about cap, salary cap, any kind of cap.
Salary cap is important,
but
is it not?
Yeah, of course. But I mentioned that to say we saved 8.1 million. That was the reason why we let go.
Still ain't enough.
No, but we working towards it. It's not like we stopped there. You see, we started, and every time there's a trade or something of that nature, we seem to shave off what we owe.
Yeah, all y'all doing is shaving off luxury tax. That's
cool.
Y'all still gonna be in the red.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, y'all still gonna be it. As long as the big three together, y'all in the red.
Yeah. And this is fun to say. Because I asked this question, and shout to Kev, but he couldn't answer it neither. You couldn't either, but it is what it is. The New York Knicks, the last time y'all scored over 125 was on April 21st, ironically, versus the Hawks. And ironically, when I looked at the stats, Randall, I ain't even gonna get into that, but he was going crazy on the Hawks in the regular season. And to see y'all score 125 now, I could see that, yeah, I see y'all going in the right direction. But when I contrasted to the Brooklyn Nets, and for us to score 123 without our big three, it makes me feel like we got a better second unit than you guys.
Cat.
And I knew you were going to say that. So I added up the bench points, and we scored 79 and you guys scored 50.
That is a preseason game.
But I'm just saying we got a better bench based on the stats.
No, you don't. Because you have one
preseason game with
one, brother. You that's reaching. I'm gonna call you Dal Sim.
Wow,
because you over here reaching.
That was funny, but yeah. I think that was solid.
No,
that
it's
was
not.
Pretty
it's
solid.
Really not. You basing the fact that you have a better bench off of one preseason game. You bugging.
Okay, well, what I will say is no. The Knicks last season, they say y'all were 5th as far as the bench. And they got a picture of Derrick Rose right here, because definitely it's because of him. I told you, even me and the whole NBA
it's not
world,
just because of him.
Trust me, they wasn't paying attention to the Knicks until Rose got there, is what I'm saying.
Derrick Rose averaged 14 points a game. Manuel quickly averaged 12. Alec Burke averaged about like between 12 or 14, I can't remember. You feel me? That's why we 5th, not just because Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, was he a big part of it? Absolutely. But it wasn't just because of him. It was other buckets coming off the bench.
Yeah. And also, I love what I do. So I went and I found out why you guys were losing. And, it showed that when y'all lost, y'all couldn't score 100 points. Y'all really were bad on offense. Like, it's like proving that I'm not Nostradamus, but my basketball knowledge should be acknowledged. I hear a lot of criticism about how a big fan Breezy has Cat, and I sit and discuss and wonder how they could say such things about me when I drop nothing but jewels every Friday.
That's Cap right there.
And during the week, but that's neither here nor there.
More Cap. Why are you capping right now?
Yo, all right. So look, that was all facts, though. That's the truth.
That whole soliloquy between the stat of the Knicks not scoring over 100 and that until right now, that was a lot of cap.
No, I'm saying in
Yeah.
all y'all losses.
I know, I get that part, but everything you said after that was cap. So finish that statement. You was getting to a point, but you sidetracked your own self with your soliloquy.
No. Well, my point is everything that we needed to fix in our second unit, we did. And last year on defense, you guys were number 1 in points allowed. Rebounds allowed, you guys were number 16, right? What else? The Nets, we were in points allowed, we were 21, and in rebounds, we were 12. So you could see there was a disparity. And this is what I'm saying. This year, I feel like we're going to change that. In the game we won, not just to mention it, it's not necessarily that we won 123 and that was the highlight of the game. The highlight is that they didn't score 100 points. So we were out there playing defense. As you know, a lot of games were close with the Nets where we will win like 141, 139. Like, yeah, we won, but shit, they could have easily won. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be the main difference. And that's my point about the second unit. And that's what's surprising about Bembry. I think he leads the second unit with defense with Bruce Brown. Him, Nick Claxton, and Bruce Brown are going to be looked, and Paul Millsap. He had 10 and 10. Again, it's only a preseason game, but we definitely want to see who's going to get minutes. And the guys that Nash decided to give minutes play well. And I think that's a good tempo going into tonight's game. I feel like the Bucks is going to be on the grill by 9:30. By 9:30, you should have sauteed dare, curry dare, jerk dare, whatever kind of dare you want. It's going to be on a plate tonight because of the way we started the season. We take that momentum and we bring it back to the Barclays. You know what I'm saying? You see what they did. They knocked us out in a game 7. That was the first time that ever happened where a away team beat a team. And, you know what I mean? They broke a record. So we got revenge. We got redemption. We got something to prove.
It's preseason.
We got hunger now.
It's preseason.
Trust me, we hungry now.
Preseason. None of your best players are playing. None of their best players are playing.
Cam Thomas, one of our best players. He's playing.
He's not one of your best players.
Well, yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, why not? He learned it from Kyrie, KD, and Harden. What makes you think he's not? So
he's not better than obviously KD, Kyrie, and Harden. He's not better than Blake Griffin. Like he's not better than these guys.
He's cohesive.
But what I'm saying is you calling him one of your best players. He's not even top 5 best player on your team.
Anybody could score. Any player that could score. Hold on. Any player that could score per 1 point per minute is the best player.
It's preseason.
Hey. Two teams.
It's preseason.
2 teams, right?
It's preseason.
A lot of players. I say about 10. One player got the most. Who that guy? Cam Thomas. He's ready for the league. He's ready for the NBA.
So much gas over this Cam Thompson, dude. I can't wait till
Cam Thomas.
I don't
care. Cam.
I don't care.
Cool hand Cam.
It's so much gas over this dude. I can't wait till we get later in the season and he don't live up to none of this expectation.
Why? What do you think that?
Because so I can laugh at you.
We don't have about the percentage you complained about. He shot at a 500 clip.
That's one game. Everybody has a good game, bro. Like what you talking about what?
But there's more talk about Cam Thomas than Grimes, Sims, or any of those
historically
cookies.
Historically, he's don't shoot that high of a clip. If you go out by the history of his game, he has more games.
That's why he take extra shots.
He has more because he doesn't shoot at a high clip. So he had that one game where he shot 50%. Congratulations.
You heard what Harden said? Harden said he a better scorer than he was when he came out of college. They complimented him and said that.
Harden's game was different when he came out of college.
Okay.
Harden played.
Do you think he could be a better rookie than Harden was?
Probably because Harden came off the bench and he had the KD and Westbrook was very much way more ball dominant than they are now. You feel me? So James Harden didn't really get the ball as much.
Okay.
But don't sleep. James Harden was still balling out his rookie year. But anyway, yeah. So because you talked a lot. So let's go address some of the stuff that you said earlier. Because I'll be having to try to remember because you talk a lot. So,
go ahead. I'm listening.
So you said that a lot of games that we lost because we couldn't score over 100 points. Well, I think we addressed that issue immediately. You feel me? Kemba Walker and Fournier is definitely going to be a pivotal point of getting us to a place where we consistently score over 100 points. We also have an emphasis on pace this season. You feel me? We were one of the slowest paced teams in the NBA last year. This year we have a high emphasis on pace, and we have a high emphasis on shooting more 3-pointers. We already know that the Knicks percentage wise were pretty high in the NBA. We just didn't take as much 3-pointers as everybody else. We have an emphasis on shooting more 3-pointers. These are things that's going to help us increase our point per game total. You feel me? And the fact that we're moving the ball pretty well. To see these guys interject 2 people in the starting lineup and move the ball as fluently as they did, although it be preseason, you feel me?
You'll probably tired.
Yeah, it's not 8 o'clock yet, y'all. It definitely says on the bottom of the screen. It's definitely say on the bottom of the screen, please wait till 8 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so please,
shit.
please. You know what I mean? 8 o'clock, we will answer calls. But yeah, you know, these are things that's gonna be indicative to us scoring more points per game. You feel me? And as far as defense go, which people think that was going to drop off, I don't think so. Just watching these guys, you know, though it be preseason, watching them compete on a defensive end with the energy that they was competing with, it give me a hope for the future of the defense. Like, I think we're gonna be just as good defensively. We're looking for Obi Toppin to have a better year. You feel me? And continue to develop. Same thing with Manuel quickly. His playmaking ability was on display all summer league and even in our preseason game. You feel me?
Yeah.
We're looking for a jump from RJ Barrett. He's looking way more confident shooting behind the 3-point line. And he shot a 47% clip last year from 3. You feel me?
Yeah.
So these are things where we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, but that's
gonna be all right.
And that's what I'm talking about now. Y'all was projected a low projection last year, and y'all succeeded past that. And what I'm saying is, now the pressure that the Knicks usually are supposed to have is back on you guys to an extent. Like, okay, see, and this is where this disparity with me, because my thing is, hold on. My thing is, regardless of y'all not wanting to win it, you guys were 4th seed at the end of the day, right? So it's fair to say that y'all at minimum want to be 4th seed or better. That's I mean, so, if that's not logic, like what's your logic?
What you're talking about the pressure being back on us and the expectations. If you look at the expectations from,
but y'all said 2024.
If you look at the expectations from around the league and where people are projecting us, they still not projecting us to be high. You feel me? They're still not. The GMs around the league don't have us projected to be high. They don't even have us projected to be 7 in the East. You feel me? Top 7. They don't even have us to be top 7 in the East. The GM survey that just came out. You feel me? So again, when you talk about this pressure and expectations, we don't have those because people still doubting us. That's what I'm talking about. Do I think we're going to exceed the expectations again like we did last year? Absolutely.
How so?
All day in America. I just explained that we improved.
I mean, like 41 and 31. That was the record. So I'm saying,
again,
how so?
Like I said, I'm not ready to put a number on it. Do I have a gauge of what ranking we gonna be in? Yes, I said we're gonna fall somewhere between 3 and 5. You feel me? That's where I'm comfortable saying that we're gonna land between. You feel me? But as far as putting an actual number on it yet, I'm not comfortable with that yet. And I will when I'm comfortable to do it. You feel me?
I think I'm gonna go with a strong 1 or 2. And the reason why I say that is because I think Philly falls off. You know, they were the top comp last year, and I just don't see them with all of the drama between him, Ben Simmons, and Philly. I don't see them as strong as last year. I don't. So I see us at number 1 instead of Philly. And I seen the coach for the Boston Celtics that used to coach with us say, "Don't sleep on Boston." So okay, he talking spicy, like something might happen.
Bro,
so
I don't know I don't know where Boston is getting all this gas from, because they literally.
You worried about Boston?
Not at all. I don't feel like they made any improvement.
So that 3 to 5 spot, like you said, 3, 4, 5. Y'all fight for Boston with that or no?
I don't think Boston make the top 5.
Okay,
honestly,
who you think you fight for? That's those spots for you.
Miami.
Okay.
Atlanta.
All right.
And whoever else, but those are the 2 that I got.
Milwaukee, respectfully.
I think Milwaukee probably gonna be 2.
Yeah. I could see Atlanta and Milwaukee fighting for 2. I think that 3 mix is going to be crazy. I don't know, man. It's hard to see separation between the win and loss column between the first top 4, for real. I think it's going to be really close. And that's why I'm excited about, even though it's a preseason, the way we playing, because of the cohesiveness and them just being able to put up 123 points. And like you said prior, it got to be at a certain percentage. And it was nice to see Cam shoot at 500 percentage. And the reason why I keep putting emphasis on him, not because I like him because his haircut. He's the best player, like on the, that's not the big stars. When as far as we just look at the numbers, you don't know none of these players. Okay, yeah, right. So he's the best scorer, right?
That's not one of the big stars,
right? But still,
but just because you the best scorer, that don't mean you're the best player.
No, but look, imagine this: he's not the best player on the team, right? But he's one of the best scorers, and you can say he's probably number 4 or 5. Excuse me, behind Kyrie, KD, and Harden. I got Cam Thomas or who?
So what I'm saying is, like, just because you can score a lot don't mean you're a better player than some people. You feel me? Like
a complete player. Okay, I give you that.
You have some people who may not score as much, but are better basketball players, especially at their positions. You feel me?
I think without the three, to answer what you said, without the three on the floor, we going to Cam Thomas and watching the game, they go to him.
I mean,
to take the shot. That's still his role,
because everybody else is old and not volume shooters anymore. You feel me? Like there's nobody else on your team that you could go to outside of the big three that's going to give you 20-something points, because that's not what they do anymore. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
That's not what they do. So yeah, you go and give the ball to the young boy. Yeah. You feel me? You like to shoot? Get ahead.
Yeah. 7 for 14. Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, but like this preseason, man. Like I don't want to blow none of this stuff out of proportion. I like what I see as far as my team go, but at the same time, it's preseason. You feel me? I can't wait till the 20th so we can wash up Boston. Can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
But you guys play a preseason game tomorrow, right?
Yeah. 7 o'clock. Play Washington.
Okay. Now that's what I want to see, because that's a backcourt that I would like to see. KvN Rose go versus, huh?
Bill,
he's not vaccinated. Damn.
Yeah. So it might be slow for him. You know what I mean?
But it's in the Garden.
I believe so.
Because it don't matter if it's in Washington, right?
I don't think so.
It's only New York and Cali.
New York, Cali, and Chicago, I think.
Yeah, just backtracking real quick. I think that's progress. New York, with Kyrie.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even the whole Cali, because I don't think Sacramento, do they don't have the same.
I don't know, because I didn't hear anything about Bunny Hill and nothing like that.
I think it's just LA and Golden State. Yeah, and Chicago and
Chicago too?
Yeah, and New York. Yeah. Man. So yeah.
It's just not cool, man.
It's not, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think we in New York. I'm not sure.
Word. While you looking for that, I just want to say shout to Herb Turtsky. He was the Brooklyn Nets announced today that retirement of Herb
now they in Washington.
Turtsky after a remarkable 54-year run as the only official scorer in the franchise history. In recognition of his years of dedication to the Nets organization, Turtsky has been named official scorer emeritus. So shout out to him. He retired all 54 years that we was here. He was the announcer. So shout out to him. We're gonna miss him.
Yeah. So the game is in Washington. So, but I doubt that Bill play, because a lot of people don't be playing their starters big minutes in the preseason, which I don't understand, because it's a very short preseason. You feel me? I think you want to use this time to like start to get your starters acclimated and back into game shape, so when the season do start, you hit the ground running. Especially when I feel like this season is going to have a lot of parity, and every game going to count. Like as far as seeding go, that's how I feel. I feel like it's going to be a really good competitive season.
Yeah.
And
no, I agree with some of it.
You want to get off to the quickest start possible. You feel me? Like you want to start winning games early. You don't want to me, I don't think you want to try to be figuring it out the first 4 or 5 games of the season. You want to kind of have a good grasp of what you want to do as a team.
Right.
And that's what, shout out to Coach Tommy T, because that's where he at. we trying to figure it out now. Like we gonna use these preseason games to figure it out and have everybody get acclimated with each other so we can hit the ground running. All right.
Yo, man, I just want to say shout out to Uncle Said, man. I forgot to I got my shot glass here. I'm gonna take a shot for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
He
We
al-
up right now,
he already
16-11.
he already sipping Douce. You feel me?
Nice. Yeah, shout out to
Cognac.
you, man.
You know,
Salute.
I ain't got
Salute.
I ain't got no salt for the cognac. You already know I love the cognac. Yeah. But we were just speaking about this vaccine situation. It is a big issue in the NBA. So, bro, like this, I just realized like it won't only be 41 games if Kyrie don't get vaccinated.
Mhm.
It'll be more like 45ish
Yeah.
because he won't be able to play in LA.
Yeah.
He won't be able to play in Golden State. He won't be able to play in Chicago. He won't be able to play against the Knicks.
Nah, I know.
That's 45 games right there.
Yeah, but I don't want to forget what you said about what you think about preseason. Again, I put emphasis on the I'm gonna get to the Kyrie thing.
Yeah.
I put emphasis on the rotation because, like you said, of what been happening on the off season. Again, to us, it count that Cam Thomas once again played well in the summer league. Not only him, David Duke Jr., Kessler Edwards, these are Day'Ron Sharp. These are other rookies. I mentioned Cam Thomas more so because he did get on like the co-MVP of the summer league. So, he's going to get obviously the most attention, but still there was other players that got minutes last game that's playing well, even now, you know what I'm saying? Joe Harris, so you said no starters has been there, but shit, we got Harden in there. We got Harden, KD, Blake Griffin. The starters, well, hold on. We got Harris, Harden, Blake Griffin, and KD in the game. Bruce Brown played, and that's who the starters was. And now we got Patty Mills in the game. So the first game we didn't have our starters. This game we do. I don't know if we keep him in the whole game, but Joe Harris came out, scored 9 points early, 3 swish. Like, that's what we need. He played bad in the playoff series. So to a lot of fans, it might mean nothing. But to Joe Harris, it means everything. It means he gets his confidence back. It means I redeem myself. This is on the way of redemption. This is my road. You know what I'm saying? This is not over. Joe Harris got another page to turn with the Brooklyn Nets. I wanted to pull a trigger and say, but I'm glad Sean Marks said no. And we kept Joe Harris. And seeing him start like this is the reason why, because a lot of the games, if we looked at numbers and percentages, when Joe Harris is on fire in the beginning of the game, we win those games. So we like to start our offense through Joe Harris because we know obviously our stars are going to get the ball and they're going to score. So them being the primary scorers, we know we can always go to them, and it's relevant or significant that, you know what I'm saying, other players get involved. That's why Patty Mills is there.
I agree, because last season I told you one of the keys to beating the Nets was to make sure Joe Harris didn't score over a certain amount of points. You feel me? And more times than not, I was kind of right about that.
Nah, he was an X factor for us, and Bruce Brown became an X factor. He said he was working with Kyle Korver. They asked him what he was doing in the off season. He said, I was shooting. He worked on his shooting all off season because we were vulnerable. They showed his percentage and what he did when he got to the Brooklyn Nets as far as shooting. And again, his position changed where he was grabbing more boards than anything. He was like a power forward. Y'all laugh when I call him the point guard, but when I look in the articles, they call him a power forward. But I said all of this, but back to what you said about Kyrie, he practicing. Like, even though he's missing his games, as a fan, like I said earlier, as a man, I respect him, but as a fan, finding out that he could practice with the team, it make me feel like it's a step closer to him actually playing. And I want you to hold off with those 45 games because it might be 0. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hope he plays.
Let's just wait it out to see how it goes.
First of all, don't come at me like I don't want Kyrie to play. That's the furthest from the truth. I want Kyrie to play. You feel me? Because my stance about this whole situation. Yeah. You feel me? So don't think I'm against Kyrie because he's choosing to do what he's choosing to do. I'm actually on his side in that aspect. Mm-hmm. But thinking about it as like, if I was the organization, it'd be a big concern of mine. Like, I'll be very worried about this. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Very worried. Yeah. And it's sad that, like, if they don't allow him to play these home games, how heavy is going to hit the pockets. You feel me? Like, that that to me is a travesty. You
Yeah.
feel me? The fact that, again, we do try to stay away from the politics, but when the politics affect the basketball, we got to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So, like the fact that they try to make it so difficult for people, you feel me? Even the people of these athletes' stature, to like really handcuff them and be like, yo, we're gonna take millions of dollars away from you if you don't get this shot.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous to me. You feel me? I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I don't like it. I want Kyrie to play because I want to watch good basketball.
Yeah.
And how you watch good basketball, you have the best players playing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And when we beat y'all, I want everybody on the court. And I don't want no excuses when we beat y'all.
I mean, yeah, I know the garden got tomatoes and apples and cucumbers and beets and stuff like that. You must be talking about vegetables, because there's no way that y'all gonna beat the Brooklyn Nets.
That's exactly what I mean.
You mean production, as in I got a good hip hop beat that I need you to rap on.
I mean we're going to beat the Brooklyn Nets in basketball.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. We swept you guys last season.
Yeah. Last year was last year.
You don't think it has anything to do with what we did?
Last year is last year.
But you think it's impressive that Kyrie averages 27.2?
That's like you going into a playoff series against the Bucks and automatically think you're gonna lose. Me saying that automatically y'all gonna lose to the Bucks because they beat y'all last year. It's a new year. You feel me?
That was a nice, what you call it, a soliloquy?
That wasn't a soliloquy. You feel me? That wasn't what you do. A soliloquy. You speak for like 5 minutes straight, son.
Yeah, I'll be going in, bro. But like, I'm here to listen too, man. Again, I do a lot of research, so before you say anything, I've done my homework. You cannot order pepperoni and cheese and think I will eat that, sir. I won't.
What I said was
I don't eat pepperoni salad, none of that.
You do be capping a lot.
Y'all gotta have solid stats, solid facts. Y'all better call up here. Y'all know my page, it gets spicy. Y'all already know what type of time I'm on. And I only said that to say, again, I feel like some of it is opinion. Like my opinion is they playing hard for rotation and earning minutes right now. That's an opinion, but I think it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I think Cam Thomas is going to get in that rotation. And I'll be honest with you, he's the only reason why I don't feel the pain that I guess I would feel with Kyrie being in the balance like he is, because this shit is nerve-wracking. Everything's supposed to go well for the Nets, and the only thing we got to do is have our team. And then it's something like this, and you don't want to, again, like I said, as a man, I respect them. As a fan, I'm like, biting my fingernails, know what I mean? And it's like, I respect them, and I think my manhood, like, just over my fanhood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all it is. So it's like, I respect how he feel, and I give him that space he asked for, you know what I mean? He want privacy, that's what it is. You feel me? He want a sage after the media questions. You know what I'm saying? He need the sage because he wished the energy was different, and he wished things were different, and he gets ridiculed because of his thoughts and opinions. But he wants to be viewed as more than an athlete and an NBA player. He wants to be viewed as a articulate, somebody that knows the world, and maybe he just says things because he wants to be thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? Players want to not be looked at in like one dimension, like there's many layers to them. And I think Kyrie, he says that in a lot of ways, and he wants that respect as a man. Don't look at me just as an athlete. I'm a man too. So I respect Kyrie, but I wish you would work it out some type of way where you could just play and it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, I think the rule is trash. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the NBA that's standing they're standing 10 toes down for what they believe. You feel me? Shout out to every last one of y'all, because it takes a lot of, heart to look at losing millions of dollars and still stand for what you believe in. You know what I mean?
For real.
Man, where's Links when you need him?
30-19. We giving them work.
Who run the city?
Let's go.
Brooklyn Nets run the city. This is Big Angelo.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy. Let him know. Angelo, what's up?
Hey, what's good, fellas? Listen, I ain't going to stay on here long, man, but I just want to give you guys a shout out.
Yeah.
And Solomon, I hope to see you tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, man. You know what's up.
All right, Brooklyn run the city, baby.
Yeah. Angelo, appreciate you calling, but the Knicks run it.
We run the city. Yeah. It's for you, Angelo. Let him know, Angelo.
Yeah, man. But yeah. Again, like I said, it takes a lot of heart to look at the possibility of losing millions of dollars and being like, yeah, I'm definitely standing 10 toes down on what I believe in. Because I don't know, bro. You know, I got how I feel about, like, I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm not vaccinated, right? And I don't plan on getting vaccinated. But I don't know, man. You talk about losing millions of dollars, I might have to. Maybe it might not be so bad.
Right. And I think I think again, a lot of the explanation Kyrie wants to shy away from because he feel like the media is just going to spin his words the way they see fit or whatnot. Right. So I think the best thing for him to do is be silent. Because again, we don't want to make Kyrie bigger than basketball, even though he lets us know time after time that, you know, the world is bigger than basketball. But you know, basketball is life too. You know what I'm saying? So I know he feels that, loves that, and I would never question his love for basketball, you know, but still, I think that I want to respect him and I put him in the same light as Muhammad Ali and every other athlete that stood up for us. So shout out to Kyrie Irving.
Who run the city?
Yo, what's goodies? Kev.
Kev, what's
Yo, what
good?
up, Kev?
You already know Knicks always run the city, man. It never stops. Will.
Skip the city.
Facts.
Yo, so you know, I know you brought up the point of Cam Thomas and how he scored 21 points and all this other nonsense that you were spitting, right? Do you actually think that he would score 21 points in a game with LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Melo, Rondo, and all these guys, not the bench warmers, the starters? Do you think he does that against guys like that?
Yeah.
Because let's be real. AD only played 6 minutes, so really he played against the bench warmers.
Who? AD played in
6 minutes. He played 6 minutes.
Yeah, he was part of that losing Laker team on that first game.
Yeah, but he didn't really play much, so he played against the second unit, which really doesn't really count.
Well, to me, knowing that Cam Thomas had the most points out of any team that game, you know, you should shy away when Grimes is only getting 5 minutes, and like this rookie conversation ain't gonna go your way, bro. Like,
yeah, but really, you didn't. He really didn't play against the guys.
Bro, it
would have been more impressive to me had he scored 21 points against guys like LeBron and them playing. Then I would be like, damn, this guy's a bucket. That's impressive.
Rocco.
He didn't do that against no starters. No starters played.
Rocco was showing me tickets earlier, and they play LA, I think, in January. So you'll get a chance to see.
Why you change the subject?
No, that's the next time they will play. Like, you want me to
switch it up,
bro? I think
what
that
those Rocco tickets got to do with what I'm telling you,
bro. I'm gonna be direct as possible. I think Cam Thomas is the 4th best scorer on the Brooklyn Nets, and he will score 21 whether LeBron and them play or not. Yes, I think it's possible.
Yo,
all he needs is the minutes. He scored 21 points in 22 minutes. Oh, I ain't gonna do
all that when KD, Kyrie, Harden, and Blake Griffin step on the court. There's no way.
Bro.
As a matter of fact, another thing I want to bring up, y'all always forget Joe Harris.
Nah, I ain't forget Joe Harris.
Over Joe Harris as well.
As a better scorer, a natural scorer,
one guy told me he would put Bruce Brown over Joe Harris, which was like, what?
It depends on like what you were thinking about and how you mean, like shooter wise.
I wouldn't put Bruce Brown in front of Joe Harris at all.
I mean, that's what we was discussing, like complete player or shooter. Like Joe Harris is obviously the best shooter, but a pure scorer, I would say Cam Thomas is a better pure scorer than Joe Harris. Yes, I said that.
Okay. I mean, I won't argue that because I do know that Cam Thomas is the bucket. But Bruce Brown over Joe Harris, I want to say that.
Depending on what you like, man. Bruce Brown, more so, he going to grab more balls than Joe Harris. He going to play better defense than Joe Harris. And he's learning how to shoot. You would give Joe Harris the attribute of shooting over Bruce Brown. Other than that, Bruce Brown probably got Joe Harris. And he's going to fight Joe Harris for minutes.
So you think that Joe Harris can't create by him? He can't create for himself or others?
Nah, I ain't say that. I think Joe Harris is probably a better scorer than Bruce Brown, but that's it. You know, so
okay.
Yeah, Joe Harris is a shooter.
Yo, Kev.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I got you, man.
I appreciate you, Brody. That's a good call up, bro.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. Be easy, fellas.
All right,
man, man.
Yeah.
Yo, hold on, man. You talking about Joe Harris, man. Joe Harris was 3 for 3, man. He's out there balling right now, and y'all acting like I'm bugging. Like, he doing his thing.
Who, Joe Harris?
Yeah, Joe Harris right now.
He was actually advocating for Joe Harris.
Okay, right. All right. So Joe Harris, what he got? He asking about him. So I'll tell you, he's 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Got 9 points, played 7 minutes. He balling right now. And Bruce Brown, since he got 2 points, 50% from the field, and he got a foul. And so you know what I mean? He playing defense. That foul count. Bruce Brown foul you. Yeah, you probably had to go to the line. I mean, he's a good fouler too. So shout out to Bruce Brown because he knows how to foul. You know what I mean? He knows how to play defense. He knows how to foul. And we want that in Brooklyn. We want you to play gritty. We want you to play defense. And I like at the end of the first quarter, they got 26 points. So we kept them under 30. That's good defense.
Who's playing for their team?
For Milwaukee?
Yeah, like
okay. I'll tell you. They got Giannis' brother. He playing.
He barely get minutes.
Everybody else, these guys, I don't know.
Exactly. So you keeping them under 30 points don't mean nothing because it's preseason and ain't nobody playing.
But what I'm saying is, again, we not focused on whether we better than that team because nobody playing or who's playing. We saying how well we play in general. And I'm saying for us to keep a team under 100 points, that's good on defense. And for us to score 123 points, we did good on offense.
But nobody's playing.
No, we playing great. We playing cohesive.
What I'm saying is by nobody's playing is the people who matter that you're going to face in the regular season. It's hard to gauge how well you're playing defensively when the best players are not playing. You feel me? That's because how well you play defensively, like, it's a whole different defensive strategy when Greek Freak is on the court, when Brook Lopez is on the court, when Middleton is playing. You feel me? Like, there's a whole different strategy. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to gauge how well you playing defensively when you playing against Giannis' brother. Don't even get on the court except for garbage time in real games. You feel me? So like. Yeah, you can't gauge your defense against Giannis's brother who doesn't play.
I'm saying like X's and O's is put the ball in the basket, make sure they don't put the ball in the basket.
All I'm saying
so like, all right, so hold on. Field goal percentage, we shoot 47%, they shooting 45%, right? So that's just X's and O's. So rebounds, they out rebounding us by 14. That's a problem. So, you know, as a analysts, I want to look and see, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Again, your best players are not playing. Is Blake playing? Like, he's one of your top.
Blake, hold on, let me see.
He's one of your top rebounders.
Yeah, Blake is playing.
You feel me? Like, it's a whole different strategy of the game when your team is not playing. That's what I'm saying. You can't put too much ownership on preseason. You feel me?
I'm saying
you take it for what you take it for what it is. Hey, that was a nice preseason game. We did some cool stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
this who get minutes because of that.
Absolutely, that's what you look for. You look for the player develop. Excuse me. You look for player development and who's gonna make the roster. You feel me? And who's gonna get early rotation. You feel me in the season. But as far as being like, we playing great defense, you feel me? Like, because
keeping the team under 100 points nowadays in the NBA, that's pretty good defense.
Not when none of the best players are playing.
I'm just saying,
it doesn't count. Like, it doesn't count.
But that's the whole point. It's like, not about the best players. It's about the best team without the best players.
No.
Like, you want to have some type of cohesion.
You're saying like it's a big deal to keep players underneath teams underneath 100 points, but bro, like.
Yeah.
Nobody that's on the court for Milwaukee right now scores over 15 points a game. You feel me? Like,
oh wow.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference. Who run the city?
Yo, the Knicks run the city. It's Henny. What's good, fellas?
Oh man, Henny, what's good with you, bro?
Henny in the building.
What's good, yo? I heard y'all talking about expectations.
Yeah.
If the Nets healthy, no excuses. The expectation is ring or bust. That's it. That's it for them.
We'll go.
It's
with
a ring
that.
or bust.
Yeah, we with that.
It's a ring or bust. Now with the Knicks, it is preseason, but we finally. It's been a while. We look respectable. That's all I can say. We look respectable. We look like, okay, you really got a plan for us now. We're gonna be a problem, and we definitely gonna go deep in the playoffs. But
deep.
It's a ring or bust. That's it.
Deep? How deep?
Hey, yo.
Pause.
Yo, whoa! I didn't call for all that.
Yeah.
I didn't call for all that. This is not what I call talk about.
You can't just say how far.
Whoa.
How far you guys gonna go in the playoffs?
At least after the first round. It's all about progress. It's all about progress.
The first
At least
round, okay.
after the first round.
I respect that.
We work from there, you know.
All right, I hear
that. They like you said, the GMs had us at the 7 seed. We definitely gonna do way better than that.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all win that game tomorrow night.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be a good season. I can't wait.
Y'all win that game tomorrow night.
Mind your business, all right? Of course.
Yo, Henny, appreciate you on the call up, Brody.
Yo,
no
thanks
problem.
for calling up, Henny.
Right,
yeah, man, call next week too.
Later.
All right, later. All right, that's what's up. Yo, that's what we like to hear, man. Reoccurring callers, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Henny, man.
I agree. I feel like we being slept on crazy, and that's I like it like that. Like I like being the underdog. You know what I mean? We gonna wake a lot of people up.
Joe Harris said another 3.
We gonna wake a lot of people up. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be surprising. And you're gonna talk about, oh, the Knicks are doing way better than anybody expected this year again. You feel me? I'm telling you. Wait till when Mitch come back and Noel come back, is bruh.
That's the thing, man. I smell a trade.
You keep on talking about trades. You the only person you need to worry about being traded is the person that's in jeopardy of missing 41 games.
Yo, I'm telling you, if they trade Kyrie, the whole Brooklyn Nets is going to be tight. But I'll be honest, this all relies on Sean Marks, and he hasn't failed the Nets fans as a whole. You know, even with Jeff Green leaving, I guess that was the biggest hurt since offseason. We all right. You know what I'm saying? We got Paul Millsap. We did a few things, and I think, you know, we don't miss Jeff Green as much as we thought we would.
I mean, I don't know, man. I do think Sean Marks is a really good GM.
Yeah.
But lately he's been
best in the city.
Lately I think he's
got the biggest stars here.
He said what? He was those contract extensions were supposed to happen before training camp.
Yeah,
and that did not happen.
No,
he didn't. No, that did not happen. Harden is singing a whole different tune now.
Yeah,
he was focused on getting his contract extended. Then it went to I just want to focus on the season. You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. He
also said he want to end his career in Brooklyn.
I mean, that sounds nice because he want his money. You gonna say that because you want them to give you your money. You feel me? He's standing to make the most money anywhere else. If he resigned with the Nets, that's where the biggest bag is coming from for him. So obviously, yes, I want all my chips, and I'm gonna tell you, yes, I want to retire.
Nah, but I think
because if that's the case, he would have signed his extension already.
Nah, I think he, as a businessman, he decided not to because he got injured the second round. And I think at the negotiation tables, that definitely came into play. And he had the option. He had the player option to do it this year or next year. So he still has the ball in his court. Yeah. So he could have decided this year if it behooved him. But he chose next year. So again, him being that status of a superstar, he had the choice, and he chose next year. I respect
this is what I'm saying. Like when somebody say they want to retire in a city, right? You look at Julius Randle, had the same option. You feel me? Could have waited to next year and got more money. He decided, no, I want to retire a Knick. And what he did, he took less money to stay a Knick.
I think it's different between Harden and Randle.
All I'm saying is Randle had the power in his court. You feel me?
Hell no.
Yeah, he did.
Once he stunk it up in the playoffs, that shit was off the table.
It was not.
They said, this your deal? Flew that shit off the table.
That's not what's happening. That's not what
ain't the same if he would have performed in the first round.
They said literally. He
went to stake the tuna fish.
He had the option to make more money next year if he waited, you feel me, to re-sign his contract. He decided to leave money on the table so the team could continue to to grow and build around him. You feel me? Because he wants to stay in New York. You feel me? They was going to give him his bread. You feel me? Regardless of his playoff appearance. You feel me? Because if you look at he was most improved player of the year, top 5 in MVP voting, second all team NBA. What you talking about? He was going to
tell you.
He's going to get his bread. You feel me? He was going to get his bread if he wanted his bread. He made the right decision to leave money on the table so the team could continue to get better. You feel me? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
just be saying anything.
I'm talking about the fact that it's all contingent on if he would have performed in the playoffs. Like, you know, there's bonuses in contracts where if you do X, Y, and Z, like he got paid bonuses because he was an MIP. You know what I'm saying? And etc. So going to the playoffs, say he didn't perform past the first round, that extension of him making more money is not happening like that. And on top of that, Kemba Walker, they said, oh, he gave up all this money. No, he had to give that money up because of his injury.
No,
when they hold on,
true.
Check it. Check the facts. He was injured, and the reason why he couldn't take that money is because in the physical he was injured, so he had to give that money up anyway.
No, that's
I
not
respect
true.
them coming home.
That's
but
not true. That's not true. They bought him out they bought him out his contract. What are you talking about? What money did he give up? He got a buyout.
What are you talking about?
Sure? Yeah, I'm positive they bought him out his contract. That's why we was able to sign him for so cheap. What are you talking about? I think it's
because it's physical.
No, that's not it. He got bought out of his contract.
All right.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Well, it don't matter to me, man. Let's just help he
All I'm saying is you got to stop capping and stop.
No,
just
hey,
stop
I heard that. You know, a little bird went chirp, chirp. I mean, if it's facts, it's facts. If it's not, it's okay.
It's not facts. You feel me? So that's what I'm telling you. It's not facts.
Okay.
You feel me? Just like you saying that it was contingent on him. No, he was still able and willing to get that bread from the Knicks. You feel me? He decided it was his decision to take less money and put his faith in the organization because what he wants to retire a Knick. That was my point. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the saga with KD, Harden, and Kyrie all want to retire a Knick, and Cam Thomas may retire a net. I said Knick. Pardon. KD, Harden, and Kyrie are going to retire Brooklyn Nets, and I think Cam Thomas might. Strong possible might.
Huh?
Mighty might.
What might?
Mike Cam Thomas might retire a net. A Brooklyn net.
Long shot.
It'd be nice.
Long shot.
It would. It is a long shot. Shit. It's being done now. I think Haslam is doing it.
But Haslam is also from a different generation. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I don't think no new team. No. Excuse me. Besides Giannis might have a chance of retiring.
I think Giannis might retire, but unless like the Buck organization just like totally collapse around him and that get really trash. You feel me?
Like Ewing?
Bruh.
I know. Go ahead, continue.
Listen, I already made my statement about Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing should have retired in 2000. You feel me? Yeah. After tearing his Achilles at a 36-year-old man with bad knees. You feel me? He wanted money. The organization thought it'd be best that, hey, we should not pay you. You feel me? And we couldn't even. His trade value was so low when we traded him. Like, that's why we got so little, because Patrick Ewing was damaged goods. You feel me? Love Pat. You feel me? Love Pat. But he definitely should have retired in 2000. He played 2 years and damaged his legacy. You feel me?
Damn, sad case. Cam Thomas is not even playing right now. The game is close. It's a 1-point game. Milwaukee's up. Cam Thomas is not playing, and I know why. He's not playing because he already made the rotation. You heard it here first. Yeah. Cam Thomas will be getting minutes
because Kyrie won't be playing home games.
Something's happened. Yeah, something's happened, because if Cam Thomas is not playing a game like this, trust me, it's for a reason. He's definitely made the roster rotation. They probably keeping it quiet. That's cool. You know, let's continue to do that. We don't have to let everybody know what we're going to do. Y'all just going to see it when it's happening. You know, y'all could be invited to the parade, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
There will be no parade.
Plenty of parades.
I mean, what, the West Indian Day parade?
to that one as well. That it's gonna be there.
Well, that's the only parade that's gonna be happening in New York in 2022.
Joe Harris is the story of the night, man. He 4 for 4, man. He got something to prove.
Listen, it's preseason, bro.
Patty Mills came in, man, 3 for 4, man. Y'all said who Rose? Who's coming off the bench? Rose.
Yeah.
So you think Maestro Mills is not gonna have a season like Rose?
Absolutely not.
I think it's gonna be close.
Patty Mills.
It's gonna be close.
When Patty Mills was starting, he didn't even score 14 points like that per game. What are you talking about? When he was starting, he wasn't even doing those kind of numbers. Chill, bro.
I think we're gonna get a lot of bench production. I do. I think we're gonna outscore you guys because of Cam Thomas.
Cap.
Yeah, I think we probably got one of the best scorers off the bench with Cam Thomas.
Cap.
He might average what Rose average. Might be just as good as Rose.
I won't argue that.
I won't say when Rose is a rookie.
But what I'm saying is this, right? He ain't gonna get as many shots as he needs to get those numbers on a consistent basis. He's a volume shooter.
He got 14 shots last game.
Because who was playing? That's how he got 14 shots, bro. You feel me? Who was playing? That all that matters, dog. Because when James Harden is on the court, when KD's on the court, he's not getting 14 shots. And don't let it be one of those games where Kyrie's playing. He's definitely not getting 14 shots. Out of who's giving up those shots so Cam Thomas could not none of the big three. You feel me?
But
he ain't gonna get those shots, bro.
But again, with the big three not on the floor, he took the most shots. So I imagine outside of the big three, he takes the most shots.
But as you already see, is a huge part of y'all plan from last year that when the big three are playing or the big or two, however many of them, they never rest them at the same time.
Smart.
It's always one of them is always going to be the number one option on the court.
That's cool.
That he's not going to get those shots with them.
I think so.
He's not. I mean,
I think
I don't. He's not going to get those shots with him. He's not going to be able to take 14 shots a game with the big three healthy. He's not.
I think I should have probably been quiet about Cam Thomas. He's a secret weapon.
He's not.
I mean, the fact that he hasn't gained in respect. Kev, he called up and he said a lot, but he didn't say nothing about them rookies. And I asked him not to. And he was smart for not doing it. Shout out to Kev because they playing like cookies compared to Cam Thomas.
Bro, first of all, like I said earlier, Cam Thomas has to play because I don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie. Our rookies,
if he get minutes,
our rookies are in a different position where we have our point guards playing every game. You feel me? We got 3 point guards ahead of them. You feel me? We got Kemba, we got Rose, we got IQ. You feel me? So their job right now is to learn from those guys. You feel me? Yeah, sit back, take notes. You in a great position to learn from 2 really dynamic point guards and learn your position. You feel me? Like, bruh, that's the difference. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just looking at these stats. They got steals per game. We ain't on that list. Blocks per game. Y'all got New Orleans Noel at number 2 last season with 2.2. So shit, y'all presence in the middle, that's gonna be important if he ain't there. Cause Taj Gibson can't play like Noel. And not to say it's the different skill set.
Taj Gibson has always been an elite defender his whole career, son.
But a New Orleans Noel,
he might not. So look, boom.
I'm talking about blocks because this is a stat. Again, that's why I brought him up.
Just New Orleans Noel did a lot of great things on defense, but blocks is not the only way that you can impact
that's a fact.
The game defensively.
No, that's a fact. Aldridge is good like that.
You could have somebody who don't get much blocks at all, but is a way better defender than somebody who gets a whole bunch of blocks at games. You feel me?
Aldridge.
So, but what I'm saying is,
you got a block too.
New Orleans Noel, his sitting the preseason game was a precautionary thing. His knee soreness. It wasn't like he hurt something or fractured or broke something. It was like your knee sore, it's preseason. You don't need to play, bro. You feel me?
That's good to know.
And I feel like the same thing is happening with Mitch. I feel like Mitch is healthy enough to play. They just taking it slowly and working them back into the system. You feel me? Now we're gonna be a real problem in the paint because you got Mitch and you got Nerl. There's no let up in paint defense. You feel me? There's no let up. No let up and paint defense with those two. You feel me?
Okay. And so your biggest threat will be from the perimeter, and teams like Atlanta will be your biggest threat, where they could score from behind the arc or the mid-range game.
Last season we was top NBA in 3-point defense.
No, but that's the whole point. I mentioned Atlanta because y'all got out coached by Nick McMillan, because like you said, you guys, I read this stat, you guys were number one, like not number 2 or 3. No, you guys were number one in defense, points allowed. So that ain't even a question. You feel what I'm saying? But to score on you guys, it wasn't from the paint, it was the perimeter.
Again,
shooters.
The reason why we lost that series wasn't because of the defensive end and shooters. The reason why we lost that series for 2 reasons, right? They were allowed to load up on Julius Randle, right? That was the number one reason, right? Number 2 is that, you know, Capella had his way. You feel me? As much as I like Noel, he's not strong enough. You feel me? He's not strong enough for somebody like Capella. You feel me? Capella's a strong guy. You feel me?
Capella's on this list too.
Yeah. Capella's a strong guy.
He's actually number 3 behind Nerlens Noel.
And again, with a healthy Mitch, things are different. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Speaking of 3-pointers, we up there number 1, of course, with Joe Harris. I was hoping to see if your boy was up there, the French Fry Fournier guy. He not there. 3 points made.
He didn't play a lot last year.
All right, he wasn't there.
He played like 40-something games last year.
All right. Assists per game. Yeah, we not on that list neither. Rebounds per game. Capella's up there. Like, these guys, they ain't make the All-Star game, but they damn sure in the, you know, in the high stats. Like, they balling. So, you know, y'all did lose to a good team, but still. It was hero ball, because when I look at Randall's stat, when y'all beat them, he averaged 37.4 points versus the Atlanta Hawks in the regular season. That's hero ball. And that's why y'all got out-coached.
That's what was asked of him, because there wasn't too many people on our team, especially in the starting lineup, that could create their own shot. You feel me? Even though RJ improved shooting and improved all his shooting numbers, a sore spot for him was shooting off the dribble. You feel me? So, and that's a part of being able to create your own shot. You know, Alfred Payton, and especially we run a lot of pick and rolls. He was a non-factor in pick and roll situations. You feel me? Like, people really didn't have to guard him at all. You feel me? You knew he wasn't going to shoot the 3-point shot, and he wasn't really effective driving to the paint. So again, when Julius Randle got the ball, the whole defense was geared to stop Julius Randle.
Good coaching.
That was the whole defense. Stop him. You feel me? And they did it effectively. You feel me? So hats off to them.
Yeah. No, and we're going to expect a lot from Steve Nash as well, because he got a lot of criticism of what he could have did with the X's and O's. And, you know, it'd be nice to see him draw up some plays. And I think a lot of the plays that we do draw up is through Joe Harris, because he is the last player on the roster. All of the changes that have been made with the Brooklyn Nets, he is the last player that, you know, that didn't get traded pretty much or cut or anything like that. So, you know, and he already got a contract like 2 years ago. So I can see we're going to ride this thing out with Joey. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know, I think Joey.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, so, you know, I only said that to say that, you know, Joey is an important piece in our offense. You know what I mean? Like, right now, he's 4 for 4. And, you know, we sitting him right now. Right now, he's on the bench. You know, hopefully, you know what I mean? You know, Uncle Seth is enjoying all of this, but it's a real close game. And I know that he's going to be important for the offense. And watching this and watching it being a tight game and seeing who's getting the shots when Cam Thomas is not there, it goes to show that I can see he's going to be, okay, so you got Javon Carter. He got 4 shots. Aldridge got 4 shots. You know what I'm saying? So Harden, like, yo.
Harden's playing?
Yeah. He played. He played 15 minminutes, and, you know, I don't know if
surprise.
See what I'm saying? He didn't play the first game. That's strategic. You know, he didn't probably want to play that game. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mills got 8 minutes. Like, Johnson got 8 minutes. Like, yo, we putting all these other players in, seeing how these lineups work together, seeing how we want to have when you switch players like this, you kind of want to get a playbook with, all right, this is a winning formula playbook, no matter who is in the game. You gotta have those go-to plays. You run that off. It's like Tropic. What was that? That play that Will Ferrell had in that movie,
Flint Tropic.
Yeah. When that go-to play,
Yeah.
you gotta have that, Steve Nash. You gotta have that kind of play, no matter who's in there. And I think that's what we're doing, and that's the significance I reiterate about preseason. They purposely not playing Nick Claxton, not playing David Duke Jr. These guys had great games last game. All four of them: Devontae, Nick Claxton, David Kessler, Cam Thomas, Sharp, Paul Millsap, he's another one not playing. So again, to me, it's all strategic to see who's going to play. And I think the ones that's not playing, I reiterate, earned their minutes, and you should see them further.
A lot of reasons some of the people ain't playing on your team because they old.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. Nash is trying to see how we play in the mix.
That's a real thing, son. You think it ain't?
No, I ain't saying it ain't. But like you said, if it's a lot of emphasis on it only being in the preseason, we want to keep these guys warm. We don't want to burn them out.
No, I'm saying they play, but they not playing a lot because they old.
See, they got KD right now in the game. He took the most shots. After that, it's 4. He took 7 shots. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is
they definitely had to start playing, because if they didn't start playing, it's only 4 preseason games.
They looking for another bucket besides Cam Thomas. They see how that unit worked last versus LA, and we scored 123 points. So they said, all right, we're gonna let you guys sit. We see what y'all could do, right? That's a away game, first game back, even though it's only preseason. Y'all play well. Let's see what these guys do. They got Javon Carter in there. He's okay. I think he hit 1-3 from behind the arc. But Joey, he seemed like the story of the night. He definitely want payback. And shout to him, because he's 4 for 4 right now. Keep feeding him the ball. Keep until he miss. He hasn't missed 1-3. 4 for 4. Keep giving him the ball. Let's see how, if he let him shoot till he miss. If he don't miss, let him keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? I think that's smart. That's just regular. Yeah. That's normal basketball. So, case in point is Joey Harris. We looking for him to be a bucket, but right now we got 4 buckets. We got the big 3. Cam Thomas is that 4th bucket.
So,
and Joe Harris.
Super impressive thing about my team, and this is why I really think we a sleeper team, is because on any given night, anybody can give you buckets. You feel me? If you look at our starting 5. Buckets could come from anywhere. You feel me? On any given night.
When has Fred Fournier ever been a first option?
Yeah, on Orlando.
He was the first option over Vucevic?
Bruh, you must haven't watched Orlando play when he was on that team.
Because I thought Vucevic was the first option.
It's been many a night that they fed Fournier, and Fournier went crazy. You feel me? This dude is an 18 and 19 point per game scorer, dog.
Okay, he was in the Olympics.
You feel me? I'm talking about in the NBA. He's a 18 and 19 point per game scorer. You feel me? Like, he gets buckets. You feel me? But like I was saying, on any given night, the buckets could come from anywhere. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You could get 20, 25 from Julius Randle, 20 to 30 points from Julius Randle.
We're gonna see.
You gonna see what you talking about?
Like, I don't see how he's.
Bro, y'all let you talk for mad long about your team, son. Stop cutting me off all the time.
Nah,
Jeez,
go ahead.
Jeez, bro. I want to get through one thought process.
Nah, I'm listening.
Just sit here mad quiet for mad long and let you talk for mad long about.
I want to listen
about.
I'm just disagreeing
about Joe Harris. You spoke for 5 minutes. I let you talk for 10 minutes about Joe Harris. Joe Harris is boring. Nobody want to hear you. Nobody talk about Joe Harris for 10 minutes.
Don't do that.
You feel me? Shoot.
Let me finish on your team, man. Don't do that to Joey. Let Joey be cool, man.
You won't let me talk. You feel me?
Talk, but don't diss Joey, man. Joey,
bro, you trying to talk down on Julius Randle, but like I was saying, any given night, you can get 20 to 30 points from Julius Randle. You feel me? Any given night, you can get 20 to 25 points from Fournier if he hot. You feel me? RJ Barrett, same thing, 20 to 25 points. You feel me? Kemba Walker, is a bucket, 20 to 20, average 20 points a game for his career. You feel me? This is what I'm saying. These buckets can come from anywhere on any given night. You feel me? And then You'd be like, all right, maybe the starting lineup is a little bit sluggish tonight. You go to the bench. You already know no Rose could give you 20 off the bench. You feel me? Same thing for Quick. You feel me? Same thing for Alec Burke. And then you got OB1 showing tremendous growth from last season that could give you a quick 15. You feel me? Like, bro, the buckets could literally come. We don't have the big names, but we are a well-balanced team. That's the best way to describe the Knicks. We are balanced. You feel me? And then again, if you watched the game and saw the fluidity that the ball was moving, you know what I mean? It is something to be like, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. You feel me? This is going to be interesting. You add that to the fact that we still going to be a very stingy defensive team. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot of times we sitting here is like, yo, you're going to be like, yo, I thought the Knicks was going to lose that game. No, because the buckets could come from anywhere.
And that's all I was trying to say. I was trying to listen to what you were trying to say, but I remember listening to games last season and y'all won nail biters. I mean, y'all lost nail biters. You know what I mean? I remember one game versus Minnesota, and Anthony Edwards was like, yeah, we wanted RJ to take the shot. And I could see that y'all went out and got, like you said, buckets. We'll see if they buckets. But
bro, proof is in
I
the
want to
pudding.
know who's going to take the last shot.
We're talking about guys whose career averages is in the high teens. Bro.
Has Fournier ever hit a game winner? Like,
absolutely. What are you talking?
I know Kimber did, so I ain't gonna go there.
What are you talking about? Absolutely.
But
he's a shooter.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. Like, he played for Orlando. I don't know. I'm just not. I gotta see it happen for me to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
So you believe that a guy that hasn't played one official NBA game is going to be the second coming of of Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant, but a guy who's been proven to average 18 and 19 points a game for his career.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? He's not like he's a rookie. This dude is 29 years old. You feel me? He's been in the league for a while and has a career average of 18, 19 points a game, proving the fact that he can score.
Mm-hmm.
You're questioning if he's a bucket. That just don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
I want to know where the ball gonna go in the fourth quarter. Like,
that's the beauty about the team.
Like,
you have enough veterans on a team that been in high tense situations that the ball could go anywhere. You feel me? Like, how many I watch a lot of these games. Last year been quite a few times that in clutch situation, Alec Burke came off the bench and hit clutch shots. You feel me? Same thing with Quick coming situations and hitting clutch shots. You feel me? You already know Derrick Rose is clutch. You already know Kemba Walker is clutch. You feel me? Many times last year, Julius Randle hit clutch shots. You feel me? And same thing, it's been times when it stretches in the fourth quarter when RJ Barrett brought us back into games. You feel me? Like, it can happen from anyone. That's my point.
I gotta see it, man. I'm not convinced, yo.
You don't need to be convinced. You
like,
feel me?
For real. Like, all right, cool. I don't need to be convinced. 11:30.
Yo, you can't.
That's 25 games of.
You don't need to be convinced. You can't see air, but you believe you could breathe.
I'm breeze, man. That's my line, man. Listen, I'll be saying that.
That's my. I ain't never heard you say it.
Yeah, I ain't not a contest.
Never heard you say it.
Like,
but you said it's not a contest, but you the one to say, "Oh, that's my line." But it's not a contest. If it's not a contest, let me say what I say.
No, content. I'm saying out of content, not contest. But all right, say what you say. I'm not saying what to say. Like, hold up. What I am saying is, yeah, that could be true, but I gotta see it. And yes, I don't think that when I compared Cam Thomas to AI, all I said was he had the same scoring average. AI played more games in college, so it's fair to say that AI had a better college career than Cam Thomas, but they had both averaged 23 points. And I said Kobe had averaged 15 minutes and 7 points in his rookie season. I said Cam Thomas could do the same thing. And from what I've seen, thus far, he's going to exceed that by far. I think he gets 15 minutes with the Brooklyn Nets. How many points he scores a game, I don't know. But he definitely gets 15 minutes a game.
But what I'm saying is, all the numbers, what started this was all the numbers on Fournier for his career. All right. All the numbers on Fournier for his career indicate that he's a yo. see now I'm gonna have to call in word on the street and bomb already. Yo, so like I said, all his numbers for his career indicates that he gets buckets. Like averaging 18 to 19 points a game for your career is nothing to sneeze at, son. You know, that shows that you're an effective scorer. You feel me? Especially when you shoot in the high 40 percentile. You feel me? Like,
listen, I just gotta see. I want to see something. Show me something. Because if y'all won 41 games and it's 82 games this season, and y'all was in 4th place, and shit, I consider the top teams the top 4 teams. After that, you're the bottom 4 teams. It is what it is. You know, 5 through 8 is the bottom 4, and y'all guys were the top 4. We was 2, y'all was 4, and I really think we're gonna hold 1. Like, I think we're gonna hold that 1 spot, man. Like, I don't. Yeah, Miami gonna be tough. Shout out to PJ Tucker. Hopefully, he come back from injury. I seen earlier that he had got injured. You know, I pay attention to the league as well. You said you got the NBA pass, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All day in America.
Yeah, I pay attention to the league as well. And I'm glad y'all not bugging us about Ben Simmons. They talking about trading him to the Pacers. That seemed likely. You know, I see both teams winning in that trade. So y'all can leave us alone. You know, Karis LeVert, he's an ex-net. They talking about him and Brogdon going to Philly. It's a good look. You know, it's a good look. So hopefully they do that and keep us out of the Ben Simmons trade rumors. You know any trade rumors for you guys?
Nope.
I know Zion probably want to come there. He's unhappy.
We're gonna wait till his rookie contract is up.
That's
if you look at the way the contracts are structured on the team, especially our new additions, there's all team options on Zion's free agency yet. So yeah, there's that. I mean, the front office has been really smart and strategic with their contract signings. You feel me? Shout out to Scott Perry, because the team option flexibility movement is something that he started before Leon Rose and everybody got there. You feel me? Like, he did that. We went the year that we traded Porzingis.
Yeah,
everybody was on 2-year team option contracts because of my main man Scott Perry. I don't think he gets enough credit. I think Leon Rose gets all the credit. Shout out to him. You feel me? Because he's doing a tremendous job as well. But yeah, I've been saying it since we hired Scott Perry, and Scott Perry we trust. And slowly but surely, things are starting to shape in a place. You feel me? Put some respect on my man Scott Perry name.
Yeah, I respect it. Backtracking, I think this year we not 21. I don't think we go into the playoffs 21 on points allowed. I think we changed that. I think we in the top 10. I think that's what we were doing in the offseason, trying to fix that, because that was an issue for us.
I don't think y'all top 10.
And the rebounds,
I think I improved, but I don't think y'all top 10.
Yeah, we gotta improve on defense, because we could obviously see it ain't about outscoring the other players. You know, we tried that and it didn't work. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta do better. And at the end of the day, I think the significance of defense, like just reading this article, they talk about how defense is a lost art today. And that's the difference between when it started, you know, and why the big men were dominant too. You hear about Wilt scoring 100, but y'all won't hear about Bill Russell and how many blocks he had per game. Like, it was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think teams like Brooklyn, who were highlighted for having such a great offense last year, but only making it into the second round, could only be, you know, humbled by, you know, going to get pieces that help on defense. You know what I'm saying? And that's why TLC ain't here and Chiozza ain't here, because, you know, they couldn't score and they couldn't play defense. So, you know, you got to either do one of the two. You know, it's hard to find a complete player like maybe a LeBron James or KD or something like that, where they play both sides of the ball. But, you know, you can at least try to assemble a formula by the coaches and the GM to, all right, this is a winning side of how we, you know what I mean? I think that's what Aldridge is for. Like, yo, we need a guy like that. You know, regardless of what plays we run on defense, we need somebody this size to make it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have, a certain way. Yeah, I don't know why the hell Houston went and played small ball the way they did. Everybody got their style of play, and I'm just saying us having going out getting 4 or 5 power forwards, that's Brooklyn style of basketball. Gritty, tough.
The reason why y'all had to get big players because the reason y'all lost mainly because y'all was small in the paint, right? And then if you think about what the finals matchup will be, or probably what everybody's hoping it would be, Brooklyn versus Lakers. Lakers is a really big team.
Yeah,
a really big team, and yeah, you're gonna have to have some bodies, you know what I mean, to compete with that. You feel me? Because not only are they a big team, but they're athletic. Like these guys can run at the same time. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
So y'all need bodies to compete with that because that's gonna be rough. So I feel like that's why y'all went and got some more big bodies, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like I'm very proud of what my team did. Got the cohesiveness, brought most of the team back, added some pieces that we needed. Addressed the main issue, man, which was shot creating. You feel me?
Word.
And being that, I think a major key for us going into this season is having a point guard that is a threat coming off the pick and roll, right? I think that was a sore part for a really sore part for our offense last year, especially having a guard that can make the defender have to step out and guard the 3-point line on the pick and roll.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's the key to breaking down the defense is getting into the paint. It's easier to get in the paint when you have to keep them honest on your 3-point shot. You feel me? Make them have to come up and defend so you could break down, get in the paint, and get open 3-pointers and easy layups at the basket and alley-oops and things of that nature, right? So, and another huge point for us, I said this earlier, is that the emphasis on us shooting more 3-pointers. You feel me? We shot a very high percentile last year from 3-pointers. We just didn't take a lot of 3-point shots. So there's a heavy emphasis on the team for taking more threes. You feel me? But taking the right ones, not just chucking them up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think we shot a higher 3-point percentage because we took a lot of the right 3-pointers, right? But now we have to take more, but continue to take the right ones. And I feel like Fournier and Kemba Walker, even though 3-point shooting was a Achilles heel of Kemba Walker in his earlier stages of career, he definitely developed that shot and is a threat from out there. And Fournier is definitely noted as a shooter. You feel me?
Yeah.
That these things will help down in the long run. And if offense was the biggest Achilles heel for us, I think we remedied that. You feel me? And people are not gonna want to play the Knicks, man. And you're not gonna want to play the Knicks. It's gonna be ugly for a lot of guys. It's gonna be ugly for a lot of guys.
Nah, I hear you, man.
It's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing when you leave the garden. You feel me?
Man.
Slow singing and flower bringing.
The flowers gonna be for the garden. It belongs there. You know what I'm saying?
You come to the garden and leave with flowers. You feel me? Slow singing and flower bringing.
Yo, last year we was 26 and allowing offensive rebounds. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy, yo. Nah, we gotta change that shit, yo. And I just looked at the stat and they was leading in rebounds 14-7. I see we gotta address that. And with Paul Millsap not there, we could see that he's gonna be essential in that role because that wasn't the situation when he played last game. I looked at the rebounds, it was way closer than 14-7. It's only halftime, but still, that's a disparity, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that because y'all played a lot of small basketball. You feel me?
Yeah, I disagree with that too. Blake Griffin should not be the biggest guy on the floor.
And this is what I'm saying. Though Bruce Brown did a decent role, played a decent role as being a point forward, is whatever you call them, right? A forward guard, whatever y'all call him. Against bigger teams, that's a disadvantage. He's going to get horsed on the boards. You feel me? Same thing with Blake. When you're going against bona fide 7-footers, that is as strong as Blake is easier for guys with longer arms just to go up and get rebounds. You feel me? Like that's just simple mathematics.
We got perimeter defense now too. We were 22nd Like when I look at these, like just is just in the 2019, 30 teams in the league, right? 21, 12, 26, 8. What's that? And that was good. Top 10, I consider good. That's what assists allowed. So we were number 8 in that. And what 3? What's this stat? We were good in that, and that is what? Defensive rebound. So okay. Yeah. Whatever that, however, okay, because we had the best offense, so they wasn't getting a lot of defensive rebounds. So that means we shot well. You guys were field goals allowed, y'all were number 1, but this is nothing new for you guys. You know all of this. This is the offense. I mean the defense. I'm really looking for us because we really were bad, and I'm really looking like, damn, how could we get better? This can't be right, bro. 2022, 7, 27, 7. What were we? 7, 7, 6, 7 and 6. What were we? What were we? Blocks, opponent's field goal percentage. Okay. But that offensive rebounds, it don't mean shit. If we playing great, that's what I was saying. We will play great defense and then they get the rebound and then score.
That's part of defense. You feel me?
We gotta change that.
Securing the defensive, closing out the defensive possession with a rebound. You feel me? That's part of defense.
Word. Yeah. Damn sure. You damn sure right about that. We know all about that.
But boom, you always, this is kind of random because I'm sitting here, we closing out on time. But you always, talking about us in Atlanta, right? And I'm gonna tell you, to me, what I feel is the biggest discrepancy between this year and last year as far as playing the Hawks, right? What the Hawks like to do with Trae Young, because he's notoriously a poor defender, right? They like to hide him. You feel me? On players that can't create off the dribble and are just not really solid offensive players. That's one thing they did against us in the playoffs. They hid Trae Young on Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock is a catch and shoot guy. He has no real offensive moves, you feel me, outside of that. And they hit him. They will not, if this lineup stays healthy, there will be nowhere on the basketball court defensively they will be able to hide Trae Young.
I hear that.
He's going to get worked. And if I'm the coach, whoever that guy is guarding, go at him.
I just think he always going to be good because he's Gigi's favorite player. Like, I just always feel like he's going to be successful in the NBA because he's Gigi's favorite player. That's Kobe's daughter. So
offensively, he's a special talent. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nobody could take that away from him. You feel me? Like, offensively, he's always going to be special because he's a special offensive talent. But defensively, he struggles and he can be attacked. You feel me? And I feel like there's no way he can hide against us anymore. You cannot put him on a Reggie Bullock that's just going to sit on the perimeter waiting for Julius Randle to kick the ball out to him.
Nah, that's what's up. I feel you.
He's going to have to really play some defense. You feel me?
Yeah. We came out playing defense in the second half. It's the second half of the game. And, we won't be here when the game is over. But shout out to everybody that pulled up. And I hope y'all watching the game. We just took the lead. The score is, 62-60. And right now we got Aldridge, KD, Harden, Harris, and Patty Mills in the game. So, we definitely playing more minutes with the starters because KD and Harden and Joe Harris. I don't know if Joe Harris is going to start. He might. It's too early to say. You know what I mean? But what I will say is Javon Carter, he got 12 minutes, 8 points, 3 for 4 thus far. Blake Griffin, he only got 3 shots, 2 points. 8 minutes from James Johnson. I'm just letting y'all know who get in the minutes, so expect them to be in the rotation. Bruce Brown got 8 minutes. Bembry got 9 minutes. Those who get in the minutes. Aldridge is in the game right now. They let him take the most shots outside of KD, and he cold. But I know why they got him in the game, man. Because that plus minus stat.
Yeah,
I think that's what it be. That plus minus stat. That shit where. That's where you could tell, that's the hardest stat that I had to figure out. That shit is like when you on the floor, is your team winning or losing? Like, do you help the team or not? Like, basically, like that's a funny stat to me.
Pretty
Like,
much, it gauges like points, rebounds, turnovers, and
since you came in the game, what's been happening? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what impact you having on the game?
Right, that's a funny ass stat to me, man.
I mean, I think it's a misleading stat, but
but explain why, because I still think this is a funny stat. Like,
because
the plus minus stat.
You could be a minus, right?
Yeah.
You could be a minus in a plus minus, but have 30 points. And like clearly your scoring is the reason why your team is ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But they saying because when you're on the court, the team is doing bad. You feel me? Like it's weird to me. I don't, but it also makes sense because you could score 30 points, but have like 5 turnovers. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like it's weird. I think it's misleading. I don't put as much emphasis on that stat as most people. You feel me? I'm definitely an eye test guy. You feel me?
Joe Harris is 5 for 5. Continue.
I use numbers as a reference point, but mostly I'm an eye test guy. You feel me? Like I go off what I see on the court. You know what I mean? Versus I put more emphasis on that than what I see in the stat sheet. Even though I use stats as a reference, but the eye test never lie, bro.
Nah,
you feel me? Because you could literally look at a stat sheet and see somebody and you be like, yo, he's having a horrible game. But if you watch the game, you're like, nah, he's impacting the game on more ways than can be seen on a stat sheet. You feel me? And I feel like, for instance, Taj Gibson is definitely one of those players. When he's on the court, he impacts the games that don't show up on the stat sheet. He's doing all the intangible things. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I like the eye test, bro, wins every time.
Yeah, shit. The eye test. I'm looking at bench points. We got 27. I know what you mean. I'm being funny, but 27. I like that. 27 out of 67 points. That means 40 for the starters, 27 for the bench. That's a strong bench. They comparing their bench. They got 11 bench points. Like you said, who's there? Nobody's playing. But okay, so what I'm saying is, I still expect production from us on the bench, and we got 20 points in the paint. That's good. Fast break points, 12. That means we playing cohesive. We running after we get the rebound. That means we playing run and gun basketball. I like that kind of style of basketball. It keeps the defense on their heels. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them settle. Nah, don't give them time to set up and watch us what offense we run. We scoring. We got 12 points off fast break. Shit, listen. We up by 3 and we got 12 points on fast break. Those fast break points is why we got the lead. You know what I mean? This is pretty much an even game when you look at the stats. The free throws is not winning the game. I mean, they got 12 free throws made, then they took 17. We took 15 and made 10. So the officiating is official, like a tissue. You know what I'm saying? And shooting is damn near the same as well. It's like, this is a close game. It's 67-66. And you know what I mean? Third quarter, it's I hope Uncle Seth is enjoying the game, man. This shit is exciting, bro.
Yeah, I hope so as
well. Y'all gonna be winning these tickets too, man.
Yeah, I hope so as well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, really good seats. You feel me? Really good seats. And shout out the fact that he got to see some of the stars play. You know what I mean? I'm really happy for that. That he get to see Harden get some PT, KD get some PT.
Real shit.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day,
KD,
I always want the best players to play.
Yeah.
That's always want to see top competition. I love basketball, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a
me
Knicks
too.
fan, but I really love the sport of basketball. I always want to see the top players compete. You feel me? Like,
word.
So that's why, we give so much flack about load management. You know what I mean? Because I just think load management, I get it to an extent, but just being a fan, like, and you pay for a ticket, then you go to the arena expecting to see a player, and then they like, yo, he not playing tonight. You like, bruh.
Right.
He's the only reason why I'm here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I would have went to a different game, bro.
No. I seen a quote from Kobe Bryant. He was saying, his wife asked him, why play through the pain? He said, what about the kid that saved all their money up to come watch me play? And, that's purpose. That's passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. to the Mamba. You feel me? But he got that from joy.
Okay, but respectfully. And I think that mindset comes from him being a fan first. You know, for him to think like that, trust me, he watched Jordan and he watched,
Absolutely. All
you know
day
what
in
I'm
America.
saying, these players, and was like, oh, I want to be like Mike. Like, that shit is real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. You know, and that's why I was never a fan of load management, because I just feel like it cheapens the fans. You know, and you know, Spurs for real is like the pioneers of the load management. You feel me?
Yeah. But I think it's with low management, realistically, I think there's more fans of specific players or big players than it is fans of teams. Like certain teams, there's always going to be fans, like
Yeah.
Lakers and the Knicks, Brooklyn Nets. Now,
Absolutely.
you know, now Brooklyn Nets is in that honestly, now we in that circle. Like, oh, we always going to have fans or solid fans because of what Sean Marks did. But before that, fans were. I'm not gonna lie. Shout to Jeffrey Glover. I'm not even gonna do that. Shout to Jeffrey Glover. I know a bunch of gritty fans, New Jersey fans that I met after I became a fan, and they've always been thorough. So I ain't even gonna play the fans from the Nets. Y'all thorough. Y'all some of the toughest fans I ever met. Shout to my guy Jeffrey Glover. You
But
know what
their
I'm saying?
stadium used to be empty.
Yeah, but it's like you said, when you a losing team, you know, because y'all was a losing team too. Like to be a fan through that, it take the toughest.
Garden State packed.
I'm not going there because that shit to me is all commute. You know what I'm saying? I live in New York and Jersey, and I see the difference. And trust me, trying to get to the
Giant Stadium
Garden
is always packed, even when the Giants are bad.
But you got to realize NFL games for the most part is once a week. You can't expect the same demand and that same convenience. That shit is hard.
Same commute.
But you're not gonna make that shit 3 times a week, twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean?
Sounds like excuses to me.
Nah, I'm glad they're in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad they're in Brooklyn. There's a lot of people who glad they're in Brooklyn as well. Again, as you know, they originated in New York. And now we back. We back because y'all taxed us because we was the little team in town, but now we the big team in town. Yeah, I really feel like we the big team. When you think about who town it is, it's definitely our city. Like you can see how it's changed. You can see how the tempo's changed. It wasn't even a question prior years ago, but now you could debate it.
No, it's not. No,
you see Nets fans call up here and they say that the Nets run the city.
Because they delusional like you.
Bro, I'm in the streets, man. People talk. Everybody don't say the Nets run the city. I run up on Knick fans and they real. Henny, that guy, I seen him. I said, yo, that's a Knick hat. You a Knick fan? He said, you want to make something of it? That's how I met him. Knick fans, they out there. I meet Knick fans and they call the show. So shout to Henny and shout to all the other Knick fans. You know what I'm saying? But we out here too. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, we out here like you gonna see us, and we talking spicy too. Like, yeah, fuck the Knicks. Like, we giving it up spicy.
I know.
Like, yo, we feel like we taking the town, and for good reason.
They be in these comments. I be reading. I see y'all.
Yeah, you know I see y'all comments too.
I see y'all.
I try to shy away because that shit keep going. It's continuous.
I'm taking notes. Y'all.
Yo,
I'm taking notes.
I see everything, man. Y'all be on my page talking spicy. I see all of it, man. But again, man, I want to give a special shout out to Uncle Seb, man. It's perfect karma, man, that he's there. And I already said it, but
he won because he bought more raffle tickets than all y'all.
Yeah.
Just be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's partly it.
Just be perfectly honest.
Yo, listen, y'all gotta take advantage of that. It's $5 a ticket. What you do with a dub? For real. You get a sandwich, you go get something to drink, you go get a Metro card, possibly if you got somewhere to go, right? Maybe not. You stay home, you buy some chips, you buy some dip, you probably get a little bottle of Henny, maybe, right? A little one, maybe.
Yeah, you need like 20, 25.
20, 25. But imagine having that same bottle after you come from the Brooklyn Nate game, because what? You bought more raffle tickets, like Uncle said. Went to the game, feet up, chilling. You know what I mean? They got Deuce in the Barclays. How are you mad at that?
When I see the cash app coming from Uncle Said, I was like, he probably go away.
yeah. Trying to bulk.
Buy
in bulk.
You gotta, increase your odds. You heard?
Yeah.
But we gonna discuss another raffle. You know what I mean?
Sooner or later.
Yeah. Definitely a regular season game. These Knicks, we're probably gonna do the Knicks, man, so we can show these guys how it's done.
Yo, man, listen, I would love to hear Uncle Said call next week and tell us how the building was rocking with this tight, how close this game is. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't know who y'all will play. Like, hold on. Let's see what game they want to play, right? Let's read the comments. We read the comments. And whoever the Knicks y'all want to see, we'll put it together. I had fun doing this. I had fun doing a live what Uncle Said, watching the split live, him and his wife. The energy, I was hype. I was extra hype. I took a shot from my guy. You know what I'm saying? Take another shot from my guy, Uncle Said, you heard? And that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Shout to him. He's enjoying the game, and it's a close one. It ain't a blowout like, oh, I know this team gonna win or that team gonna win. He's actually there enjoying a good game with good seats.
Just letting you know, Sad is an infiltrator.
Salud.
He really a Knick fan at heart. You know what I mean? He from the Bronx. He was hyped when Kemba came to the Knicks. I'm telling on him.
Oh man,
he told me,
that's exciting.
He told me, he said, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, nephew. Kind of hyped at Kemba on the Knicks right now." It's like, I know you from the Bronx, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm just keeping. Yeah, he a fake net fan, but congratulations on one of them tickets though.
Yeah, don't do it like that, man.
Nah, he tried to. Well, you know what he tried to do to me. You feel me? nah, payback. You feel me? Shit. Yeah, he gonna be rooting for Kemba. Nah, I mean, he gonna be rooting for Kemba in the Garden. We all know this. You feel me? Auntie be putting him on blast too. Be like, yo, he be watching Knicks games. He kind of still rock with the Knicks a little bit.
That's funny. He can do no wrong, man. That's my guy forever, man.
Yeah. But yo, we got like what, 6 more minutes. I ain't got nothing else to say today.
All right, well, just some shout outs, man. Shout to Sean, shout to Sin Vibes, shout to Fluke, shout to all of the supporters that pull up on the page.
Shout out to my main man, Kev Rodriguez. I can never say his last name. I got a speech thing. Yeah. Don't mind me. You feel me? Yeah. You know, that's Team Knicks and Ish. All the content you see pop up on the page. You know what I mean? Where it's not me actually talking. That's my guy. Yeah. You feel me?
Yo, on that note, man, shout to Michael Allen's scheme, because collectively I would have a lot of posts, but he took the initiative to like make it daily, and now my page is flooded with Brooklyn Net content because of Michael Allen's scheme. So shout to you, bro. You got my page on. You got my page dope right now, bro.
The Knicks was running that page.
Never that. Never that.
I was going there to get all my Knicks content.
That's funny.
I was going there to see what was latest.
I was trolling every post. Every post, I was trolling.
My guys had that jumping in there with Knicks content. You know what I mean?
Shout to JJ Jackson. Shout to Bill A. Spliff. And I seen them. They did a live the other day. That was dope. I was watching it. They was shooting. Yeah. They was doing a push-up challenge. Yeah, they was shooting it in.
They was saucy. That's my kind of time. You feel me? Yo, I was real close to be like, yo, where y'all at? I'm about to pull up, bro.
Yeah, all of that. Kev did a live with him. That's cook culture. All of that is cook culture.
You already know the vibes. But yeah, I'm hungry. I want to go home.
Yeah, man. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. And at last but not least, share and go to YouTube and subscribe.
Subscribe to the YouTube. You heard. Yo, yeah.
Subscribe to my pajizzle.
We wasn't broadcasting on YouTube right away. I corrected that. You know what I mean? But so go subscribe and press the notification button. Do the right thing, man. Like Spike Lee,
please, man.
Do the right thing like Spike Lee. All right, we out of here, man. Word,
man. Let's run the city.
Cap.